So yeah, basically, I've been meaning to record videos for YouTube for some time because there are common repairs and mods that people want to do, and I want to teach them how to do it. But I suck at recording videos. But as far as I know, I'm okay at streaming, so I'm going to stream it, and then I'm locally recording it, and I'm just going to edit it together and release a couple of YouTube videos about it. So that's the plan. So, what is next? Well, it's going to be a Kramer, because of course it is. It's a Kramer that had some corrosion that I showered earlier. There's a couple of bits of water left over, but that's not really a problem. I think there might be a bit more corrosion left, so I'm just going to get some kitchen towel and some IPA and give it a quick once over. There we go. Mainly because this is the area that I'm going to be working in. So I'll try and get rid of some of the... camera's not going to like this simply because it's a black shell. But yes, this is one of the Kramer variants. There are two Kramer variants. This is the one with screws for the pick guard. The other one has like little tabs that are awful and will break, based on everything I've heard about them. So what we need to do first is get rid of this bit and pop that out, because this is going to be an Arduino tile, and apparently get my desk wet in the process, which is fun. Love it when that happens. Just what I want, lots of water around electronics. You thought that was an arcade tile until you saw the whammy bar. No, my arcade tile is one solid piece. Imagine measuring, you just eyeball it now. But yeah, but this is supposed to be instructional as well. So it'll help people to be instructional, you know, instructional. So what I'm going to do is measure 3 centimeters from this section here, the inner of the strum bar, out to about here. So we want to be roughly halfway. And then, because the arcade button is 30mm, we're going to measure exactly the same distance. So in this case from 8 to 11, which puts us here. And then mark a midpoint here at 1.5, which is going to be where we drill. Instruction, eyeball it. There is some method in my madness. Fun fact, these are Alps. They're linear Alp switches. So, for this mod, you will need a drill and a 30mm spade bit, which I got off Amazon for about £5. Replace strum bar with touchscreen. I mean, to be fair, Bam showed me Matt Bellamy's guitar, and I'm really tempted to like see if I can get a Pi touchscreen mounted in a guitar now. So, using the guide holes, what I'm going to do is slide this in so you get a lovely view of my floor. Get the bin, which just has the tissues from the previous cleaning. I mean, I do it over the bin to try and control the waste, but what I'm going to do is line up the tip of my spade with the hole, well, with the marking I made in the middle, and yeah, basically drill a hole through a post-it. So as you can see, it's very messy. It's a very messy mod, but thankfully you should just be able to get it all in the bin. This is why I do it over a bin. Yes, my corrosion note can probably be gotten rid of now. So now we have a hole in the Kramer. Oh, the bin is here. So let's bring this back up so you can see it a bit clearer. So now we have a hole in the Kramer. We can pull out all these little flaky bits. Hello, Adrian. I'm recording footage for YouTube. How are you doing? So now we should have a 30mm hole that we can pop the arcade button in. And there you go. From here, you would need to... I mean, in my case, I'd be using one of Katana's boards, which I should have nearby. Which I don't, of course. So, for me, it will just be a case of wiring it up to the motherboard. However, if you're doing it with a stock Kramer, or with an Explorer or something like that, you will need to solder it to either side of the select button. So, in the case of the Kramer, and then in the case of the XP as well. I mean, I can open up my XP and show you the arcade button mod in the wild. I mean, I'll do that now, because, you know, through the magic of editing, I can make things happen very, very quickly. So this is my Explorer, which actually has a San Noir arcade button in it, which are something like a $5 each and utterly pointless for this use case, but hey, they look cool. Now, this is still a standard Explorer, aside from with, you know, mechs and upgraded strum and stuff like that. Don't forget the hole in the Explorer. It does have a hole in it. This Explorer does have a hole in it. This is the first arcade button hole I ever drilled. It was horrendously inaccurate. I did most of it with... in fact, I think I did the whole thing with my Dremel, which I don't recommend. It's been a long time since I've been planning it. So anyway, right. Now I should be able to slide this off, and if I turn it over, you can see... I'll raise it up to the camera. Again, not my best work. Please focus, camera. Do I have to tilt it? It's getting it and then losing it. It's really annoying. But anyway, here is the back button, and on either side you can see I've soldered in the wires there. Like I said, not my cleanest job, but that is it, soldered in situ. I've actually removed the back button from this because it did still work, but not very well. So I just kind of got rid of it because I wasn't using it anyway. And this is a normal Explorer circuit, so... Well, it's a normal Explorer motherboard. So, yeah. That, as they say, is that.